What's up, everyone? This is the Red Dragon, just coming out here today, having fun in the sun with the two-person Honda CR-V camper. Just kind of polishing off some stuff on the roof rack, which I discussed in a couple videos ago. Go back and check that out. And I've been talking about these luggage carriers for quite some time on my videos, if you go back. I like that they're plastic because they're going to disperse heat. I actually have combustibles in here and a wood stove in there. I wanted the combustibles up quite a ways up from the car and not in the car. And I didn't want the wood stove to be, the TMS wood stove, to be in the car either, because it's going to make the car smell like camp fire, smell like fire and coal. And we're going to be sleeping in here, so I don't want any bad smells up in here. So this is the roof rack. These are the M6-1.0 bolts. I got them in different sizes here, 160 and 180 millimeters. So I can just take my handy dandy doodad here and climb up on the roof rackadactyl, if that's what we're gonna call it now. Are we? So here's one of them. I've just got some fire starter stuff, combustible type stuff in cans, some firewood to get things going before I go out and find some, just some other random fire starter stuff. Right there is where I put the 1 pound propane tanks if I use them. I might not use them since I went ahead and made a propane tank mount, and I would encourage you to go check out those videos as well. That's the propane tank mount. The only reason why I wanted to make a roof rack here is because the ones that you can buy only support 75 pounds, but we can make one that supports 500. So I've got a lot of stuff since I'm camping and sleeping for two people. This is a two-person CR-V camper. So I decided to go ahead and pull the trigger on the roof rack because I'm going to go ahead and take out some of this stuff like the chairs and the bed frame and some lighter stuff and go ahead and put it up there on the roof rack. I want to be able to see out this window when I'm driving. And this is the wood stove portion here. Let me go back. Roof rackadactyl. Second dose. Reduce some of the effects. So that's the TMS wood stove. It's able to fit in there. I decided to use these baggage carriers because they're not like a $1,400 or $1,700 Thule overhead carrier. So those will work nicely for that purpose. And I told you in the other videos, guys, that this is just a 6.5 foot shelving unit from like Home Depot. I just found it in the basement, so I used it. These two things I found in the garage. We weren't using them, and I wanted to use them. They're aerodynamic. They're going to disperse heat. They're light, quick. They zip up, and they actually have tracks on the bottom of them on both sides, so they actually snap into place. Snap right into place. So I'm going to go ahead and make a paracord roof rack net tonight. But until then, this is kind of what it's going to look like there. The roof rack is supporting quite a few, or can support quite a bit of weight here. Just got some U-joints, U-bolts, my bad, and these M6-1.0 bolts. And that's what this looks like here. This ladder can go back up here. for transport when I decide to go out camping, and for the illustration purposes on the roof rack adactyl, you can use any type of bungee cord system here to secure things. That is just for the illustration purposes. And I did one back up here too, just to show you that that could work. Nice and sturdy. Now, I like to repurpose things. So a lot of stuff is going on the roof, and then more important things like the tools, the chains are either going, well, the tools are probably going in the car. The chains are probably going on the back. So I can set the propane tank on top of the chains like I did in that first video about my propane tank mount on the CRV two-person camper. Since I repurpose things, these are nice. They're insulated with foam, so they're going to be able to keep some of the cold in. I'm just going to use a big water jug and some other jugs I have lying around the house to keep things cool in this free bag. Y'all know we're trying to do things free or cheap at the best efficiency possible. I'm going to go ahead and make that roof rack cargo net today. And this is the schematic again, if you guys are interested in making some sort of similar type of roof rack for your CRV or whatever SUV you got out there. Alright guys, you know who it is. This is just a review kind of the DIY roof rack and how I'm utilizing it here.